Hey guys, just wanted to create a quick video at the end of the day after lessons and coming back and messing with the amp a little more. This big black box in front of me pointed at you, and I'm just going mono out through an amp just for the time being, just so I can have some fun with it. Obviously got phones going, but you can't hear what's going on through my headphones, right? So I know still, like, first video with the new device, still on the phone with the camera audio of the phone, right? Don't have all the cables yet, figuring it out, having fun with it first. Had other stuff I had to take care of today too, so just trying to get enough hours in the day to figure this thing out too after I got it, and doing the other stuff. But I just wanted to give a quick example of what it sounds like without some of the dynamic principles, and I guess some of the cool features of it. I didn't really get it for any of the effect sounds in it. I got it just for the microphone and recording capability, really playing live and recording capabilities of it. But the reverb and compression and gating effects, some of that stuff is pretty cool. It adds some real, some meat and beef behind your kick and snare. I haven't gotten the snare trigger in yet, just because I had to order that separately, so that's still on its way right now. But I'll just go ahead and shut up and start playing some. But here's the kit just by itself. Okay, kick, standard, right? Pretty standard. We still got some noise going, right? They're drums after all. So here we go. Engage. Oh, and also, I can always do some quick lesson stuff too, but getting that ostinato on your feet of playing, so we always use the mnemonic device when you're playing 3 notes against 4 notes, playing in a poly. It's pass the gosh darn butter, so it should sound like da 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 da. Pass the gosh darn butter, pass the gosh darn butter. Getting your body trained with that, and then it's just some of them you can play with your hands on it too. So first note falling together, also with your feet or with your hands. Second note. Different things going with it, but I like playing cross stick stuff with it too. So if you're sorry. This kick's probably like extra loud right now, and just boom, boom, boom. But I just wanted to give an example of just already what this thing's like. Just my volume's at, I don't know, 4 right now, 4 or 5 coming out of this thing. So it'll put your house down if you're putting this thing out at like full volume or getting your, everything wired sufficiently, and
you can hear my voice through it too.
So that's kind of cool. It's got pretty actually good microphones in it. I'm surprised at the quality of the audio. It's pretty hot mic, so depending on where you put it closest to, you can do like auto leveling out where it will automatically just play and it senses how loud each of your drums is, and it'll adjust the trigger versus the microphone, and then just auto compute that and calibrate it for you. Or you can go in and manually switch each one So where you're going into the microphone or the pad settings and boosting up, I don't know, the trigger was like between 0 and 100, and the microphone was between 0 and 25, where like the range is. So I'm still trying to figure out their scaling. Why is one 0 to 100, the other 0 to 25? But the microphone, apparently has like to have a quarter of the gain that the trigger does to kind of match up. So makes sense intuitively, I guess. But that's just one of the samples. It's got all this goofy stuff, 1985 sound, laser beams, little dog whistle, kind of thing. Dog bark on keyboard is what I heard, Rob Brown describe it as. Some of the features in this thing is like, all those samples back in the 80s and 90s, all those goofy little sounds you'd get out. I have no need for that stuff. I just, give me acoustic drums any day. But I do want to have the ability to just walk in with this box, and just have the capability of quickly, boom, central mic. Oh, that's another cool thing, is that it's picking up all your sound from the center of your kit, like back in the day when they just have, one or two room mics right there in the middle, before started micing everything with overheads and top snare, bottom snare, kick mic, individual tom mics, where you've got a whole array of, 15 mics to mic your kit. I mean, if you're doing a full studio setup. So being able to walk in with a box that captures all your sound from the central part of your kit is pretty cool. It cuts time out of having to hassle with that. Once I figure out and just get it run, it just runs with the printer cable. So USA to USB or USB-A to USB-B, USB-BB. So just printer cable, you can run the brain into computer, phone, whatever. So once I get that stuff figured out, I'll have some more fun with it. I'll play with it more, show you guys what it sounds like. I know I'm doing a lot of talking and describing it now instead of just letting you hear it more, which I can do too. But I wanted to at least just show the difference between, my goodness, just nothing. Context, where all the projections in front of you, so the projection of your kit along with whatever is aside, then it's kind of just like one wall of sound, and your voice is an acoustic voice rather than an electric voice, the predominant voice, I should say. So the predominant voice is an acoustic voice, and you've got that nice timbre of your drums, acoustic drums, rather than electric sounding kit. But there's always that option too. So if you want to have fun with it, make this whole thing into electric kit, then you've got a hybrid right there. Alright guys, well, pretty fun. I'm excited. I'm just tired out at the end of the day, and so I really don't have a whole lot of energy to sit here and wire everything and play everything right now and get everything going, but I wanted to at least just show a quick discrepancy in the kit by itself. Too. That's kind of the cool thing. It's like you start to hear it and then you're like, oh, that's kind of, it's like, having more, like I said, I don't know, more oomph just behind your kit, I guess. Just what everybody else wants. It's like, right, when your drums are loud enough and everybody's like, man, you're already loud enough, what are you doing? Now you're putting a whole other wall of sound next to you. I don't know. I'm looking for a descriptive words, my adjectives here, and I can't find any besides beefier, meatier, oomph. I don't know, grooving, moving. Anyway, guys, all right. I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here, but just wanted to give a quick, just sounds little sample of it, you know, and just give some of the differences and capabilities of what this thing can do. I've just scratched the surface, and I still haven't read the manual, guys. Yeah, I know. Sorry. Still haven't read the manual. Literally just plugged in, figuring out all the different gain levels of the microphone. Got to figure out the trigger sensor. All the different blah blah blah. But it was like 5 different levels I had to figure out how to blend and mix together, so I wasn't just like shooting out feedback everywhere I went. And but now that I've figured out kind of where to position things, how to get each of the levels worked out, man, this thing's gonna be a lot of fun. If I can figure this much out with it in 30 minutes without reading the manual, then I'm sure once I get into the manual and figure out, get in the computer and the DAW and all that stuff, then things should be pretty cool, guys. So, happy drumming. I hope it helps. In all honesty, I'm just trying to get better at the drums, guys. I really have no focus on trying to record myself a lot. I know it might not seem like that because I have a YouTube channel, right? But like I said, this honestly started as just an online diary for myself in a sorts of ways of keeping track of ideas. It still is that, among other things, and things that I hope in the future that can kind of progress and evolve into, and just exploring with the instrument, But point being, I'm really more focused on developing my independence, being a good drummer, being a good solid drummer, than focusing on gadgets and toys and all that. But it was just like, man, it is time to get something different than your phone and phone microphone propped up with a pair of pliers, bro. So I wanted to at least try, and not just keep going with the same thing. And rearranging the studio too, and gonna have the garage door is actually padded with insulation and soundproofing, so it's like 3 or 4 inches thick in the aluminum door. So I'm just gonna put this kit basically where this bot kit's at, center this kit in front of the white background over there, and then have more of a plain white, background with no bicycle hanging behind me and a air conditioning unit by my side. But like I've said, whatever works. Honestly, I love to play. It's really about just developing kit control. It's not all about chops. I'm really, of course, we all love chops. We're all trying to learn more stuff, trying to have a lot of fun, trying to learn our subdivisions and our metrics, and playing different metric games and that kind of stuff. That's always super cool. But just being able to play with your friends and build relationships and help kiddos out and pass it on, and it's also that. So I know I'm rambling, guys. It just feels like I'm trying to kind of put my thoughts together, I guess. At the same time, I'm figuring things out, as I go. But I just, my love of the music and playing the instrument is what I want to be my main focus. It's what I want to have shine through within anything I play, whether it's solo drums, keeping track of ideas, playing with friends, playing in the garage, playing out, wherever the case may be. Hopefully with the COVID stuff too, man. So hopefully we're crossing our fingers that stuff will come back sooner than later, because it is just destroying a lot of people. So we're always hoping for that, but in the meantime, this is, I figured, a great investment, because I can sit here in the garage. Now I have multi capabilities off of this one tool. So it's not about like, oh, I want to be a YouTube star, I need a good microphone so I can record my drums for YouTube. It's not like that, guys. It really isn't. But I want to have better quality video and audio for what I do record, So at least then the dynamics and everything blends together a little more. So that was my thinking more, is like, not, oh, let's have perfect quality audio and better, system rundown kind of thing. I'm not spending $10,000, guys. I can't do it. So, and that's why I'm saying, back to the point of trying to learn the instrument. That will serve you well throughout your whole career of drumming, rather than focusing on all these gadgets and stuff and miking and all studio gear. But it's like, man, I've been playing for years now, and I don't have my own little home studio. So here we go. We're starting on it, guys. All right. Happy drumming, everyone. Love you. Have a good night. Hoping to have some more fun with this tomorrow when I have a little bit more time. And we'll go out on something, huh? We'll just try that. I'm tired, guys. I'm tired today, man. Long day. Woke up at 4, got my carpets clean, had to run errands, set this thing up, do some practice, some teaching, some lifting, bending. It's been a good day, though. Good day. So I hope everyone's doing well. I know, sorry I didn't get more into the actual features of how this thing sounds and all that kind of stuff, but I just wanted to, just do a quick video where you could just get a quick sampling of what it was like, the kit sounded like in the room without anything, and then just turning the dial up to 4 or 5. I wasn't even at 6 o'clock with that thing, or 6 o'clock. I wasn't even at 12 o'clock with that thing, so, I guess it would be right around 5 or 6 that it would be at 12 o'clock. But, I was at 4, probably 4 or 5 volume level. So, once I figure out mixing everything and getting everything more organized and hung, I was trying different configurations already. That's why I'm tired, is I was like, move this amp over here and try this over here and move this over here and point it this way and then no, point it that way and hang it and it's like up and down. But that's the fun of it, experimenting, right? So, okay, guys, there we go. Happy drumming, everyone. Take care. See you on the next one.